Call hello Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. The name of this one is Blinded by Pride. Blinded by pride. Okay, the water Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, first and foremost, will put in the spirit on me to bring this lesson out. I pray that it be edifying to you brothers, to the flock, man. Okay, and also the water to that brother Lahab, which is the head of our camp, that actually put this article and a few other articles online. Lord's will, I could get into the other ones too. Okay, the name of this article that I want to bring out, and I'm gonna go straight to it and then bring out a few scriptures and hopefully it'll be edifying to the body, man. It's from The People's Voice, okay? The People's Voice.tv. Behoove you brothers to, and sisters to go to those alternative news websites, man, and get information that is just not being put out in the mainstream media, okay? The title of this article is called Trump Vows to Rename Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America. Trump vows to rename Gulf of Mexico, Salakia, as Gulf of America. Okay, and rightfully so, man, because America even goes into Amerigo, which was the man that charted the map, right, of the United States, charted the what we called the U.S. and mapped it out, and it was named after him. But interestingly enough, through the spirit also, Amerigo goes into amargo, all right, which is Spanish for bitter. And indeed, from Canada all the way to the tip of Brazil, the so-called Americas, right, and its inhabitants are bitter, man. Okay, this is a bitter place to live in. Nonetheless, because of its wickedness. Nonetheless, this was fact-checked by the People's Voice community. All right, this article came out yesterday, January 7, 2025, by Baxter Dimitri. Okay, I'll go straight into it and just get a few paragraphs. I'm going to put this in the, I might just read the whole thing. And I'll put the description on, or the link on the description box or link. Okay, so you guys could click on that and get this article for yourself. And Lord's will be edifying, and brothers could use it to bring out edifying lessons. The introduction says, President-elect Donald Trump has announced plans to rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America, stating that the new name better reflects the territory and has a more appealing ring to it. Okay, you know how Donald Trump, how Donnie talks. All right, it says, and I quote, "We are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of the territory," Trump said on Tuesday. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name, and it's appropriate. This is what he's quoted as saying. He goes on to say, Trump made the announcement in his first press conference since Congress certified his election win over Vice President Kamala Harris on Tuesday from Mar-a-Lago. Okay, so this past Tuesday he made this statement. Colin Rugg wrote on, I think, if I'm not mistaken, X, or also known as Twitter, he put, just in, Donald Trump announces that he will be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Yes, and then he put like a fire emoji. Trump said he thinks the name will have a beautiful ring to it. And then he quotes Trump, and Trump said we're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. This is how these Edomites think and are proud of, man. You know what I mean? The way they express themselves, lets you know that they're proud of that they're proud that they could make that change if they wanted to, because it's in the power of their hands. It says, Fox report, Trump opened the press event announcing the DAMAC properties that DA MAC Properties will invest $20 billion in new data centers across this country, in addition to previewing a bevy of policy issues ahead of his inauguration this month. The Gulf of Mexico is partly enclosed sea that borders states such as Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, as well as Mexico. Trump did not detail how his administration will go about renaming the body of water, but went on to slam Mexico for the immigration woes in the U.S. under the Biden White House administration. You know, as if the Biden administration didn't have anything to do with putting pressure on Mexico to allow all those people to go through. You know what I mean? Because Mexico would probably try to hinder that or stop that. But, you know, this is what these devils do. Trump is quoted by saying, Mexico has to stop allowing millions of people to pour into our country. They can stop them. And we're going to put very serious tariffs on Mexico and Canada, because Canada, they come through Canada too. And the drugs that are coming through are at record numbers, okay, because this guy likes to repeat himself. So we're going to make up for that by putting tariffs on Mexico and Canada, substantial tariffs, he said. And, you know, I just said that he mentioned that he mentions things one or two, you know, two times at least sometimes, you know, and in many ways that's exactly how the Lord does. And you can see that evidence of that in scriptures, man, because, you know, Jake is hard-headed, but here it is, he's putting the spirit on this man to repeat himself, because Jake is fucking hard-headed, man. Okay, because Jake could read this or hear this man say it word for word on live TV and still won't get it. You know, it still won't click that this is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man, which we'll get that in the scriptures, man. It says Trump's pledge is his latest remark regarding land territories, including potentially expanding the U.S. Trump has referred to Canada as the nation's 51st state, while his son and other Trump allies traveled to Greenland this week following Trump repeatedly called for the U.S. to acquire the autonomous territory under the Kingdom of Denmark, right? Because Canada, that's who it belongs to, Denmark. He's quoted, or I think this is either Donald Trump or his son, being quoted as saying, as someone who has traveled to some fascinating places across the globe, as an outdoorsman, right? That's how Esau is described in the scripture. And a man of the field. I'm excited to stop into Greenland for a little bit of fun this week. Donald Trump Jr. told Fox Digital of his trip to Greenland. Okay, and this was by this whole article was brought forward by Baxter Dimitri. Okay, and that's where the article ends. I'll put that article on the description box, man. The link on the description box. But let's get a few scriptures. You know, I'm not gonna make this long at all, and we could close out. And I pray that it be edifying. Brothers and sisters, think about this, man. And to hold fast, because the scripture is speaking about all these things, man, and zeroes in on Esau and his attributes, and his character, man. So we won't miss who the scripture is speaking about, man. All right. So the first scripture I want to get into is Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 49 and 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that their dwelling places to all and their dwelling places to all generations. They, being Esau, call their land after their own name. They call their lands after their own name. And the reason this man has all these lands is because he has acquired it with the sword, man. Whether it be with the literal sword or M16s, all the way to long range missiles, all the way to the ICBMs, man, nukes. Okay, this is how this man has acquired these lands, and on top of all that, he names them. He names them after him, man. When the scriptures clearly tell you not to move the borders of people's of the land of the lands that belong to nations, man. All right, the Lord divided these lands to different nations, man, and Esau being the devil, the perfect devil that he is. It's no coincidence or surprise that this is what he does, man. That he goes around the earth switching shit up, acquiring lands that does not belong to him, man, and just stealing it, you know, raping it and pillaging it, man. The people of it also, man. Okay, that's what Esau does, man. So lock it. This phone locked on me. All right, and it's all because of their pride, man. You know, as I entitled the lesson, blinded by pride, man. This devil is so blinded by his pride that he don't see the Lord's monkey wrench thrown in his plans, man. The Lord is screwing up his plans, and this devil don't even realize it, man. This is the book of Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart, which goes into La'ab, right? The mind, man. The pride of his mind has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. This is where this man used to dwell before. Okay. Petra, which is all cliffs. You know what I mean? And it's carved out, and it looks a lot like Washington, D.C., man. A lot of buildings in Washington, D.C. and around the U.S. and around the country, because you can even go to Greece and see this, and see these structures. Rome and see these structures. And in other places too. Okay? Again, Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right? Whose habitation is high. All right? Because, and in modern times, in these days, right? 2025, you look, go down to your local downtown, man. To the city. To the nearest city near you, man, and go look at these high rises, these so-called high rises, man. This is what the scripture is speaking about right here, whose habitation is high. These devils love to be up there nice and high, man. They love looking down on everything else, man, on the people especially, man. Okay, I have a cousin that's married to a 1948er, and that motherfucker will get up. I was told, my sister told me that, I guess my cousin told her that this devil will get up and jokingly look over to I forget what projects he could look at from his place, from his high rise, and you know, he will say good morning, good morning, my niggers. You know what I mean? He will say this, and it's like, I think it's in Brooklyn, because that's where most of these 1948ers fuckheads live. You know what I mean? These devils, a lot of them are in Brooklyn, and that's what this man will wake up and say, you know. And not to even deviate from my point, man, but you know, him living in like maybe a nice luxury high rise, looking down to Jake in different projects in Brooklyn, man, and saying good morning to his niggas. This is what he's saying. You know, this is how these devils think of Jake, man. You know, it said to read the rest of the scripture, says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart. This devil says in his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground, man? That's how proud this devil is. Because in reality, there's no one on earth that could bring him down. Not China, not even Putin himself, because Putin himself is a fucking Edomite, man. Okay? Salakia, forgive me for my words. I just get, you know, it not that it pisses me off, but it like really gets to me, man, that people don't see this, man. You know, Putin himself, if he wasn't as famous as he is now, if he wasn't as known as he is now, if this devil was to come over here to the United States, get his citizenship, live somewhere in the boondocks, every time he will go and sign an application for either a bank loan, a car loan, you know, to buy a car, a property, whatever, he's going to put down in that application, when it's asking him about his background of who he is as a person, as a nationality, he's gonna put white. All right, he's gonna put white, just like a lot of these Arabics that come down here, that come to Babylon and sign applications and citizenship and all that. They're all registered as as whites, man. You know, I mean, it goes without saying, you know, the people from Denmark, the people from Swiss, the people from Europe and surrounding places, man, Germany It don't matter. These are all Edomites, man. These are all Edomites, and they're proud, man. All right, they're proud, and they've been proud ever since the Lord, had these niggas gain power again in the Renaissance era, man, in the rebirth era, man. When they came out those mountains, man, and Jake, not being spiritual was, teaching this man things, man, from math to laws to how to bathe, and this devil dares look down on us and call us dirty, when I've been to poor people's houses, man, in the Dominican Republic, man, and you could eat off the floor in their houses, okay, because they clean so well their home, man. Now, granted, there are some places, that majority of the people that are Jakes, are elderly. They can't get down and clean and scrub the way they used to, man. But if they had that energy, they will be way cleaner than the sites that you see, or the images that you see online, man, when they're speaking about our people. Even if you go down to Haiti, man, okay, they'll show them eating dirt patties and Lord knows what other abominations type of things that they eat, and they'll show them at their lowest, man. But the majority of Jakes, whether they be Levi, Simeon, Ephraim, Manasseh, not Manasseh, Salakia, these other tribes. Well, yeah, Manasseh also, Cuba, right? The people, our people down in Central and South America, our people are clean, man. We like that sense of cleanliness or cleanseness, around us. We like to be in a place where it's fresh, man. Okay, this is how we always was. So we taught those devils how to those things, man. This is why when you go to their places, when you go to their hotels, they have like internal like smell goods, I call them, right? Which is like basically like these, how some places have internal ACs and stuff, right? Central ACs. Well, these people have central systems where it will keep the hotel, the lobby, the bathrooms smelling good. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, man, not to get off track, man. All that cleanliness they learned from us, man. Okay, we taught them that. These devils was dirty as fuck. Their clothes would disintegrate on their bodies. They'll put an item of clothing, whether it be like wool or a fucking cotton t-shirt, if they was to put it back in the day, if they was to have one back in the day, or whatever. It could be like animal skin, man. They will wear that shit until it like evaporated off of them, man. Okay, so when they came out those mountains, man, and started getting civilized by Jake, you fast forward, and now they're so proud that they look at Jake like if we're the dirty ones. But you disfranchised us, you keep us in these lower states. You put poison in our foods, in our water, in our air. So of course Jake is going to be making wrong decisions because of those things. And then you add society, things that society looks after, like entertainment, whether it be music or movies, and we imitate that. Our people imitate that, thinking that they're doing something, that's accepted and it's right, but at the end of the day, you just like rewiring people, man, to be, because I've seen places like apartments where it's just completely like, what the fuck, man? How can people live like this, man? And they be Jake, but hey, we're a people that's been torn down, man, that's been fucked over many times. And like I said, this franchise, man, you got a few dollars, your house could stink, but you got a few dollars and you're gonna go out and buy something to eat, buy some food to bring back. You're not gonna give a damn about the smell, the rats and the roaches in your place, man. But have those same people been in a better financial situation, you better bet that they're gonna spend money on things to disinfect and clean their house, man, because that's how Jake is. But back to the scriptures, man. Let's see, back on Obadiah. So I'll start from the top. Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? This is how proud these devils are, man, in particular the elites, man. Okay, this is how proud they are, man, that you know, as the scripture says, right, because vengeance against the evil work is not executed speedily, I believe. You know, therefore the hearts of men are set to do evil. Look, roughly paraphrasing, man. Because Esau don't get reprimanded right away, and other Jakes and other people, right, other heathens, man. You know, they're not worried, man. Especially this devil, man. Being that he has that blessing that came from his father, man, Isaiah, you know, who was Yahushua, you can receive it, man. You know, that spirit is in them to be that proud, that, you know, not to have no type of worries, man. These devils ain't worried about nothing, man. They make plans. They make, look at, for example, Trump right now, man, saying that he's going to be renaming the Gulf of Mexico after like decades and decades and decades of it being called the Gulf of Mexico. He's that proud that he's going to rename it, man. You know, to the Gulf of America, man. You know, because he wants to build America back to that time where it was like even more prideful, man. You know, but it's always been set up for a fall, man. No matter what, man. No matter what, it's always been set up for a fall. Even before these Edomites stepped their filthy ass feet in this part of the world, man. Okay, let's get Malachi 1:4. Let's get Malachi 1:4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. All right, the desolate place, and they have been building since that time, man. From when they, right before they came out of the in the Renaissance era, all the way to now, they've been rebuilding because they had to create themselves. You know what I'm saying? As an angel of light. That's why they came, you know, swearing up and down that you know, to this day they said that the society started with the Greek nation, with the Greeks, but that's bullshit. You know, that's BS. Okay, they try to take not advantage, credit for all those things, man, but they're just lies, because this is what the devil does. He deceives, man. You know, and but since that time they've been trying to rebuild, and they rebuilt a lot, man. You know, there's a lot of territories in Athens, right, in Greece, in Rome, and places like that of that nature that these devils have rebuilt. Here in Babylon, they, you know, every state has a major city where nothing but high rises, man. You know, and their columns is there, and their eagles sculptures are all over the place, man. These devils are proud of these things, man. Okay, and they have said this in their heart from a long time ago. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, is Malachi 1:4. But we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, right, of armies, of angelic armies, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them, the day is the rest of the people, the border of wickedness, and the people. All right, so we're going to know them as the wicked, and also the people against whom the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, has indignation forever. The people in total, everybody. So if you got a Jake that's calling on Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, guess what? Most likely that person is a Jake, man. Is a so-called white covered Jake, man. Just how you got a bunch of brown colored Edomites, man. Okay, but we're not gonna get into all that, man. But it specifically says people, a nation, man, a nation of people, man, that the Lord has indignation forever, man. These people are gonna are not going to be in the kingdom enjoying it the way that Jakes are going to be enjoying it. Hell no. They're going to pay for all their atrocities. All right? Their pride, man. That destruction is going to be crazy, man. After all this pride that they got. And Lord's will, I'm a part of that number of the elect, because I want to be, I want to put pain on these motherfuckers, man. And that's the spirit that we should all be in, man. Meditating terrors on about these people, man, for everything they do. And they're still doing to this day, man. To this fucking day, man. These devils don't even go to sleep without thinking of some evil shit to put on Jakes, man. You know? Which is why the scriptures speak about how they know that their time is almost up. And when your time is almost up, you get, like, you know, a little bit more energy. You get that much more pissed off. A little more power, you know. Just like a rat, you corner a rat or a cat, any type of animal, and they're going to attack because they have no other choice. This devil is cornered, man. So he's about to pull out every fucking stop he got, man. Every trick up his sleeve that he had, he's going to come out, man. That's what the scripture said, that he's going to come down on us, on the world, knowing that he has, you know, like a madman, knowing that he has but a short time, man. And we're in that time, man. But Jake don't see it, because Esau's not over here just cracking niggas' heads wide open, burning niggas where they stand and sit or whatever, because they're not seeing Jake bodies all over the place. They think that Esau's not capable of that, man. But the scripture's telling you that he is, and that's going to happen, okay? That's exactly what's going to happen. He's been doing it forever. This is how he's gained the world, man. With the sword that he was blessed with, man. The whole nation of Esau has been blessed with it. This is why they love their fucking guns. And the minute any politician says anything about restricting gun not capability, but obtaining guns in any type of way, or them threatening with taking people's guns, these devils, that's the only thing that these devils will really burn the whole fucking country for, man, is if you try to take their guns away, their weapons, their sword, man, their modern day sword. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10 verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, that's the first one. Injuries is the second. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches, right? The third one, got by deceit, right? This devil is the deceiver. This is why they call him the devil. The word devil, the etymology of the word devil is deceiver, liar, slanderer, and attacker. These are four things that Esau does to Jake, man. And to a lot of other people too, or whoever he sees fit, even to his own, you know. And a person that's evil to himself, to who shall he do good to? This is also in the book of Sirach. To nobody is the answer to that, man. If you self-inflict wounds on you and pain on you, who you gonna be good to, man? Not even your 3-week-old son, your 3-hour born son, your 3-year-old son, your 13-year-old son, 23-year-old son, fully grown adult son. These devils don't give a fuck. They'll kill anything. They'll kill their own mama, man. Sell their own mother up the river, not the scriptures, but as the saying goes, man. These devils don't give a fuck, which is why the Lord has to shorten the days, because these devils is planning to kill everybody, man. Depop is a real thing, man. Depop is a real fucking thing, man. And it'll behoove you, brothers and a few sisters that are like playing the fence and not 100% sure if Esau. Nah, man. Look at his attribute. Run his credit score. Run his background as they do on you when you go fill out an application. And see what, they'll hold things against you so you won't obtain that job, right? Well, look up the things that are against him, his faults and the things that he's committed, and tell me if this man is fit to run a country, let alone the world. I'll leave you with this last scripture. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. If Esau in any way, shape, or form was in good favors with the Lord, let me tell you something, man. The Lord would not do away with him. The Lord would not be planning to destroy this devil, okay, the way he is now, or the way the scriptures speak about it from the beginning, since before this devil was even born, man. In the womb, he hated this nigga, man, just like we do. Amen. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. In closing, and Salakia for that background noise, man. I had pulled into a rest area just to get this lesson off, man. Again, I pray that this lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all honors, all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors again to the apostles of GMS, the great millstone who teach and rule well, being great examples to us younger brothers, man. Okay, those brothers are still fighting, man. They still pushing to this day. If these men were devils, deceivers, demons, man, the Lord would have been made examples of these men. Okay? I want to say salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways, man. Keep pushing. Keep striving, brothers. We almost out of here, man. Okay? To you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn, man, the hopeful elect, the rest of the hopeful elect, man, to you I say shalom.